All right, everybody, welcome back. We are excited to have a game. Of course, the moment I start talking, the AC goes on. So, if you hear fans in the background, it is hot here where we live, and at least for us, some people wouldn't classify it as hot, but we're wusses when it comes to heat
I
here.
classify it as sweltering.
Um,
Anything over 65 is hot. It's
Yes.
warm.
yes,
And 70 is hot.
it's 80
Someone who
right
agrees
now.
with me.
It's 80 right now here in Oregon, so
Jeebus.
it's hot. Anyway, so I was doing stuff and got completely distracted by it because my ADHD brain can't comprehend things right now because I'm tired.
I blame Dave. And I don't mean that as the name, I mean as the better acronym for ADHD.
Sure. Okay. Let's go and get my stream, but I don't care at the moment. Okay. So, everything's set up. Anyway, so, there's not much to say, that isn't relative to the campaign, so we're just gonna jump right in. So words are just so hard for me today. All right, so where we left off.
I don't know. I've never accidentally lapsed into uwu speak.
So where we left off, what happened last time we played, the group left Amber at the tavern to keep his face.
An eye on where's my notes?
Oh, there we go.
Boric, who was doing not significantly better, but enough. And when
he's no longer rapidly dying.
He's not. He's slowly dying. Not rapidly dying, but he's slowly dying now. So that is a step in the right direction.
I mean, depends on your point of view. If you're just sick of all the suffering, then maybe making it slow is mean.
Anyway, so you guys left Amber with Boric, and you went to the old Burgermeister's funeral and met Vaughn, who is the right hand for Strahd, and was hinted to go to the chapel, and following that, the group went to the chapel, heard cries and yelling of pain, a female voice saying that they're hungry, and all that. And the group couldn't quite figure out where it was coming from, but it definitely was coming beneath them. That's as much as the group had figured out before they heard banging on a door and bursting of wood, and the group encountered a spawn, a vampire spawn. Very, very hungry vampire spawn. Things got a little intense for a little bit, and then the group was able to talk the vampire spawn down. They did learn that their name was the Shenka, Dash for short. and has agreed to let them follow them and figure things out. But in the process, John decided to allow Sash to drink from them and
offered up a little sucky sucky, got
died.
a lot of sucky sucky.
And almost died. So
That's a good kind of sucky too, unfortunately.
Oh
my God.
John was left with 1 hit point, both as current HP and max HP temporarily.
You know the saying where it's like the only hit point that matters is the last hit
The
point.
last
Well,
one.
what if that's your only hit point?
Yeah, no, it got a little dicey there.
Very soon.
The group then assisted John back to the tavern where he passed out.
And got reprimanded by Heka and Ember.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. The group didn't automatically go together. Mill took John to the tavern, forgetting to go back to the group.
Yeah, that's right.
And stayed with John.
The rest was like, so he's taking a long time to get back.
The group did then eventually join back at the tavern. And I think Crawford, did you just take a stroll just separately? I can't remember how you came across this new situation.
I was walking Sash out to go for a little hunt.
Oh, that's right. You went with Sash on a little hunt, and I think on your way back, you were coming.
Ran into the Pied Piper.
You ran in. Well, you watched as 2 adults traded a pie, traded
Your kid.
their child or a child.
I don't know if it's better or
it
worse.
might not
that it
be
was
their
really
child. They
good.
may have just taken
Yeah,
someone's.
that's why I was like, well, Crawford would know it was their child. So, a child that they had in their possession, they traded a pie for a child for a pie. I keep pushing that. Anyway, so
I don't know if it would be better or worse. If it was their kid.
I think Crawford, did you like kind of follow after
He tried to, but
something and
disappeared down an alley.
this pot peddler that was peddling pies disappeared or went down a alleyway, and when Crawford went down the same alleyway, they were gone. So weird.
Didn't he also knock on the door that
No, he didn't.
the 2 parents get? Okay, I thought he
Did
also
not.
knocked the door. And nothing
He
happened.
decided to follow the peddler of pie. So, but he does know that the direction they were going out the west gates. I think. Let me check. Oh no. Okay. Give me a second. We're gonna we're just gonna go back to we're gonna zoom out first. They were going out. You're going off in this direction. See that? The
Sorry,
gate.
what
It's the
direction?
gate.
Okay.
It's the gate that went towards the Vistani camp.
The one with
no,
Baba
west.
Ava, or
Yeah, where Baba Ava is.
Okay.
Like that you have to go out that gate to get to that camp. So that is where we left off. I think my brain. I think we stopped at a long rest, or after a long rest.
let me check my spells. That's
We were
generally
gonna-
a good indicator of if we have.
Yeah, we got a nice rest in, and then we're gonna try and figure out how to.
Yeah, all my
Okay,
dailies
over.
are ready.
I
So
think
yeah, I think we did.
Because I remember we talked about Heka and Amber kind of switching off so Amber could sleep.
All right,
Yeah.
my boots are ready, and they're made for walking.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were
Yeah,
made
but-
for kicking down doors after they've been knocked on.
All right. Let's
Oh.
not. All right. Okay. You. So what you guys can do, so we'll just say it's the next morning. John, you have your hit points are back to normal, but you sore.
Yay.
You very sore. You are sore. As you were almost literally drank dry.
Yeah, I'm like this.
You feel nothing like mechanically is wrong, but you do feel a bit woozy. That won't affect anything mechanically, but that is something that people will notice. Next morning you are you are downstairs. Amber has already kind of I will say Mirabelle did allow both Amber and Hector to rest, so you will both have long rested. Amber switched out Mirabelle already and is doing her thing. And so what would you guys like to do? You were downstairs having breakfast, I'm assuming. You want to do anything before you go?
Hecka's gonna check on John and Gorig.
I mean, Gorig is his status hasn't changed since like he's definitely getting better, but he's also like it's barely. He's not rapidly dying, like I said earlier. He's slowly. So
Yeah, you know, Hecka's a doctor. They need to make their rounds. So
yep. Amber's already there. She's helping Gorik eat. He's still very lethargic. Has a hard time kind of. You know when you're so tired you can't like you acknowledge people there, but they're not.
Oh, so I'm doing
there.
I'm doing the comedy head thing. I'm doing that essentially. I'm so happy you know. I'm like, oh.
No. This is Gorik, not John.
Oh, okay.
Gorik is like he's being fed by Amber, and he looks at you when you walk in, Hecka, but he doesn't like fully acknowledge you. Like, he knows you're there, he knows there's an existing individual, but he's just not really there because he is just, whatever's happening to him is taking a toll. He does look better, but not a lot. So
Yeah, so basically he's in a GCS 8 coma. Had to go look at the actual number. That's someone that is, their eyes are open, they can move, they can be fed, but they don't respond to any real stimuli under that.
yeah, like he's still getting bad, but at a very slow rate. Like, because there's a point of recovery, and then because of the length, he still kind of is drained, but slower. So there's this. There is getting better, but also he's getting. The getting better isn't going
2
fast
steps
enough.
forward, 3 steps. Yeah, 2 steps
like,
forward, 3 steps back.
There's a little progress, but it's not enough to be significant.
Yeah, the important thing though is it's slowing down.
Yes, it's definitely notice that it's slowing
He's dying, so that to give us time to find a solution.
So you go back downstairs. John is. You'll look at John and just passive medical. John looks tired. John literally was almost run dry of his blood. So he's.
I recommend you choose something with high iron, such as liver.
Woozy. He looks woozy. He definitely looks pale, but only because he lost so much blood. Nothing like Sash. Just FYI, nothing like Sash, but he still looks pale.
Sash probably looks like a piece of paper. Actually, no, like a slightly better piece of paper. Now that she finally drank.
Yeah.
She looks like parchment.
So Crawford, do you wanna tell anybody about what you saw last night, or are we gonna keep it to yourself? Jesse. Get them out.
Are you gonna act like an interloping adventurer, or like one of the apathetic locals?
More question.
Or how about
Do I
between,
think
just
we could
gossip.
do with this? Do I think we could deal with the distraction with having that? Do we know what kind of mission we're doing? Like, are we jumping into the dreamscape or something? Or
So we've got 3 missions basically right now. We've got take Ismark to place,
which has kind of been put on hold because you did talk to
Voss and
Arena about Goric, and she's more concerned with Goric at the moment.
Yeah. The other thing is figuring out Gorig's problem.
Yeah.
Fixing it. And then the 3rd mission is basically how to keep Sash from going feral or dying. Because then she would wake up in Strahd's basement and she could very easily just turn into a mindless thrall there.
Oh,
no, I thought we were doing the Goric thing.
I do want to specify to
look around.
Crawford, to refresh your memory of what you saw with the pie peddler. You see the old man having a session with a couple. You see the child appear in the doorway. The child is pricked on the finger by the pie peddler. The kid immediately begins to cry. The The pie is handed over to the couple. The door closes, and as the door closes, the child instantaneously polymorphs into a toad. The old man scoops it up and puts it into a jar and sets the jar in the bottom of the pie cart and goes down the road and goes down a alleyway, and that's where he disappears. That's what you saw.
Was it a soulless child? That's a good question.
No.
Ooh.
Okay.
It was definitely, being from Barovia, you can definitely tell really quick how, like, it may take Mill and Heka, Amber, and John a little more time to, like, quickly notice it. But being from here and soulless children are still born in your into
Village.
your village, but not as often. So you can tell pretty quickly when someone is a soulless or not. This child definitely was not a soulless.
Oh, the soulless are born as gingers.
No, but I know why you made the joke.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Gingers have souls. They've got a freckle for each one they've stolen.
Anyway, so, what do you want to share this with the group or not?
Well, if we're not like jumping into the dream realm to fight some monster, and we're going out, that'd probably be a good idea to warn them.
Okay, so everyone, John tells you, go for it. You can tell them what you want.
So, if we're going out and about today, you might want to know this one. IDC, exchange the other night on my way back. If you see a guy with a pocket and a bunch of frogs, bad guy.
I just want to
I and
point out
children.
the irony of the Cajun talking about a dude with frogs.
Yeah.
Seems to be buying children.
Oh,
with
like
them
going to a
pies.
dreamscape, that reminds me of... I just did that Oblivion quest, by the way. Thank you, Oblivion Remastered Edition.
With Vermina, yeah. Did we determine the source of the whatever's feeding on Gorig yet?
I think we need to do that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all we've determined is that something is feeding on him.
It's gotta be either
Not physical. They're not in a physical manner like what Sash did with John.
There's some dream leech grabbing onto the skull from the ethereal plane or something.
Yeah.
Totally forgot I muted myself. So you guys really haven't investigated anything about
Yeah,
it.
we do.
All you do know
That's right.
is that all you do know is that that something's feeding off of Gorik while he's asleep.
And neither Ember nor I have seen anything at night, correct?
No, you also don't know of anything that you and Amber don't really know much about things that would do something like this.
We don't know much about the things that go bumping in the Barovia night.
Okay, that actually kind of rhymes.
Yeah, it's a mid phrase rhyme. Crawford, would you? Oh wait, no wait. Crawford is going to die. Not Crawford. Sorry, Gorick is going to die if we don't do something.
Yeah.
Question is, how do we enter this dreamscape?
I think. Do
Might
we
not
know that
have
there's a
to.
dreamscape thing?
Might not have. Well, we know it's really plaguing him when he tries to sleep, so that's
Yeah.
basic intuition.
It could just be that, you know.
Crawford, I'm gonna allow you a history check as you come from a village of people that hunt things that go bump the night. You have more knowledge about. I mean, Mill and John might know about what doing this, but you're more likely if Mill or John want to assist you.
You've got more knowledge about all this stuff than the rest of us put together.
I will literally say the only person down here in the tavern that has awareness of what is doing this to Gorick is Mill, Crawford, and John.
Ooh.
So
Yep.
it would be harder. It's depending on who's rolling will depend on the DC, but you can decide.
Look, what's everyone's intelligence?
10.
Besides mine.
Hecka,
What did you say, John?
I will specifically say it'll be impossible for you to figure out.
Oh yeah, that's why I said besides
Never
mine.
met. Never met.
Plus one on me.
Because I
one in
don't think
Crawford's.
what's doing this is
Negative.
in Humblewood.
Probably got
Oh
plus
yeah,
one
like I
because
said,
of
that's why I said
history
except
training.
for me, because I know Hecka's not making that roll, nor are they helping.
my history is plus one.
Guess it's a toss-up of Monster Hunter versus Ninja that happens to know a couple of things about a couple of things.
John, what's your history?
And a mercenary.
Mercenary has a +0, so
John,
Yeah.
what is your history?
My history?
Yeah, your history check.
apparently it is.
No. I mean, I was asking
What's your
what is
history
your
modifier?
history, not roll a history.
Yeah, the modifier.
So
Yeah.
both seeing the modifier from the roll that I didn't ask for, which is fine. You and
Retired in history. Cool.
you
I wish I could use that.
What?
I was just tossing around my dice, and I rolled a nat 20.
John, do you want to roll it, or do you want the monster hunter to roll it? And
The
who's
hunter,
assisting
because-
him.
Yeah, insist. I would
Okay.
insist.
So, Crawford, you have advantage on this roll.
Okay. Oh, it's good.
Not today, Satan.
Okay. Not as good as that random nat 20, but 17.
All right. So, there are a couple things that feed off of people when they sleep. Some fiends do. Some
Body wants to hold me.
fays do. You don't see a lot of those in. You do know of them because you have seen Strahd does sometime, quite often, allow random creatures into Ravenloft to. A lot of people say when he's bored, so
I wouldn't be surprised if hags were fairly common.
One of the things that there are not a whole bunch here, but there's been word and talk, and you definitely know of one hag in Barovia that no one messes with at all. You actually traveling up north, and then traveling north east to the village of Barovia. Everyone in your village knows to stay away from the ruins of a village that once existed. But
that's the other side of the Barovia.
You don't think that they would really do that. That specific hag would do that. But that doesn't mean another hag or a group of hags wouldn't do that. And the hags, covenant hags, are more likely to do that than a fiend coming into Barovia, or the hag that's in the ruins of the village along the river that goes south from Loch. So the one that I just said you took a big berth around because everyone knows to stay away from there. They are connected. That specific hag is connected to Strahd, and so a lot of people do not mess with them. So, but like I said, you don't think it's that hag. It might be a different one that's here in Barovia somewhere. But hags are a creature that can feed off of people in different ways depending on the type of hag they are. So
Just messing with Vistani. I think I asked this question last time. I do not remember the answer to it.
Hold on. I don't think he's a Vistani.
I thought he came dressed down in the motley that Vistani to use.
Maybe he did. I think maybe, let's see. Let me look them up in the book, because the third party doesn't say specifically if they are or not. So
I had to ask, what third party book are you talking about?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Literally, I'm not going to tell you because I'm using it.
Nice try, sucker. You ain't getting shit out of her.
Let's see. No. All right, let's see. Okay. They are Vistani, but they haven't died yet. Oh.
Who's Vistani?
Boric.
Boric?
Yeah.
Whoever's
if
doing
he's
this is on the.
Vistani,
You would
we could
assume.
try taking him to Baba Eva. As long as he can remain upright on a donkey, we can easily get him to Baba Eva.
The problem was we couldn't get him there last time.
Yeah, but now he's healthy enough to at least sit up on his own and walk a bit.
If we could manage that, that would be. Want to be inside at least.
So, what you guys want to do?
Becca. With this,
Yeah. Baba might know
mentally
more about
magic.
what's going on.
What'd you say, Crawford?
these mentally magics. What do you? How far can you be with these stuff?
We have a wagon.
May I make
No, you
an
don't.
Arcana check for that answer?
There is a donkey owned by Pekka. There is no wagon.
Eddie is basically a pack mule.
Could your pack mule drag a wagon? That's what I mean.
I mean, first, okay, let me check.
Yeah.
Where did you
I
kinda
reckon
get my
we
wagon?
can grab a wagon and go for there.
Yeah, Eddie can drag a wagon. But for Crawford's question, may I make either an Arcana or Medicine check to answer it?
What was the question?
How far away can you be for this kind of psychic leeching magic?
We'll kind of check.
All right.
Not bad.
You're not. You don't specialize in that
that's the
type
answer
of
I was
magic.
thinking
It does
of giving.
sound a lot like necromantic. Not like specific necromancy, but it's necromancy adjacent.
Yeah.
That kind of like for standard.
It's it's let me look at the thing, at the thing.
To quote my retired Green Beret stepfather, if it was such a butt, you'd know.
Abilities like this work better when they're close. But also they need to, and it works better when they have something of the person.
All right. Then Hecka's gonna say that. These abilities tend to work better when they're close, or at the very least. Listen, my mouth is way too dry for their voice. Ugh. Ow, my leg. These things work better when they're close, or at the very least, initiating the curse or spell. However, there's too many
different ways that this could happen, and this kind of affliction is not what I specialize in. I specialize in physical afflictions, diseases, wounds, plagues, things like that.
I will say, I think it came up at some point that this all started at night. Whenever Goric went to sleep.
Yeah, it's when he'd have like these nightmares and dreams.
Even now, like, there's really no draining. Like, he looks better more in the daytime when he's up and about than at night. So, that is something that would stick out. That Hecka, you would notice that he does look better during the daytime than he does at night. I can't remember.
During the day, not doing the day. He looks better doing the day. I heard of sees the day, but what the hell is doing the day?
You don't know.
Turns out it's just like the day shift versus the night shift at work. Okay, this song is getting added to the
Ooh, what song?
Lost Memories. I'm listening to Stormy Night at Dracula's Castle.
Ooh.
Let's think of the song again. Lost Memories.
I think I feel this
Question, TM. Where would I find a wagon?
We don't need a wagon.
Yeah, I heard that some that a lot of us were
have no wagon. I use a wagon icon for your group, while on a big map, there is no wagon.
It's about the guy that we need to bring to Baba, so to make his body comfortable for the journey. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I look to Sean and I ask, Sean, everything okay? Good.
Do you want?
Because that was way too close.
Are you going to? Are you guys going to take him to Baba? Baba Eva?
That is my suggestion.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the Diva Can.
Alright. So, looks like he is well enough to transport him.
How long does it take to get there?
About half a day.
All right,
I think we should find a wagon.
You're gonna make Hecka jump on the table and hold your face again, aren't you?
Just concerned about the guy. What if the guy falls off the donkey?
Then we
That's
pick
what
him up
they
and
do.
put him back on. Plus, time is a bit of the essence. His symptoms are worse at night. It takes about half a day to get there. The sooner we leave, the better. Also, last time I checked, we don't have a lot of money. We have stuff we took from the Durst family's house.
Fair point. I don't think like haggling money would.
Now, I will say he is Vistani. And you've got a decent charisma, apparently, according to your character sheet. We might be able to borrow one.
Yeah. Okay. who can I talk to in Barovia?
One of the other Vistani.
Yeah, could I talk to one of the Vistani and request a wagon to transport? What was the guy's name?
Gorek.
Thorak. And I would explain the situation that Thorak needs to see Eve, Baba Eve, and to make sure that I explain the reasoning as in, like the wagon is the safest bet for the man.
Who are you gonna talk? Who are you gonna?
Is there anything? Okay, refresh my memory. Out of character. Is there anyone that any Fasani that we know?
There were some Vistani around in the tavern when we, with the group.
Mirabelle is literally Vistani.
Yeah.
Remember, I talked to Mirabelle and says, "Hey, do you happen to have a wagon we could borrow? We're bringing someone over to Baba Eve, and he's not doing well health-wise."
Connor.
She's the one who asked us to do this.
Right. Like I said, it's been weeks. It's been a hot minute. I'm going to ask her, do you think we could borrow, do you have a wagon we can borrow?
This is just for transporting Gorek to and from Baba Eva.
Want to give that idea of yours a try?
All right.
Thank you.
We leads you out, and leads you out to back. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long while.
Are there any damages to it?
But I'm let me finish describing. It doesn't look like it's been used in a long while, but it still looks like it will still work. Like it's been weathered and there's wear and tear of not being used, but it's still functional.
Doc, this might be a bit of a stretch, but do you think you can do some quick maintenance on the thing just to be safe?
Already looking. Yes, I can. I was making sure I had the mending capture prepared, and I do. Yes, you get Gorek ready.
Yeah.
I'll fix up the cart a bit, and I'll make sure that we return it better than how we found it. Thank you, Mirabelle.
Right. Thank you, Mirabelle. Oh, are you a drink or two, huh? John, can you help me with this guy?
Why would you owe me a drink? I own a tavern. He walks off.
Courtesy. It's a courtesy thing.
No, she's already gone.
I'll actually pay for more meals next time.
Yeah, this is John, by the way. This is good.
I'll pay for the meal next time. I'll pay for a meal next time. I'll say that instead. But that's okay.
Oh no, she already left.
Mel.
Long
Okay, fine. All right, let's bring the guy. John, do you think you're up for it?
I give Bill a look.
Go around and look up.
You nearly got killed by that vampire.
It's still the look. We're still getting the look.
Hecka over by the carts, not even looking back. And he's healed up. He's healed up and doing better. The doctor has cleared him for work.
Well, seems like a compelling case. Let's go.
You go inside. Don't you love it when a friend just volunteers you for something?
Fucking smacking stupid lizard.
He literally is the strongest person that can do it, and he can do it on his own.
Oh, I forgot something. Also, John has 2 little children's band-aids.
Cute. It's less it's not because I can't carry him. It's more about like carry him safely.
Literally, I'm the DM. I'm talking out of character.
I love being voluntold.
Yep. So anyway, you go upstairs. Met with Amber.
Went upstairs.
I mean, Amber's taking
Yeah,
care of him.
Yeah.
I thought I was downstairs eating.
No, he's upstairs in his room and Amber's feeding him.
Sayonara.
Well, she's done now. It's been a while.
Yeah. Here comes the choo-choo train.
Just kind of looks over
What
at
the hell's
you.
a train?
A little confused about why you're in Gorik's room. Can I help you?
We need to bring him over to Baba Eve. We think she
Eva.
we think she's the best person to know about
You mean Baba Eva?
Baba Eva, yeah. Baba Eva, yeah. Yeah, I meant to say that. Baba Eva, yeah. But we think Baba Eva the best person for that would know about his affliction.
Oh, okay. Well, we have to be careful, but move him.
Yeah. John, can you help me out?
Well,
Look, I don't. I think
Yeah, like,
the two of us is
helping
have
him.
a chance to.
Mill and John. This is what he's gonna look like because one guy is much taller than the other.
what's your size?
Well, pretty much 7 feet tall, medium.
And how big are you?
Like I said, about 7 feet tall. Like
I'm
very
talking about
close to
muscular
me.
wise.
Let me show you a picture. All right.
No. On a scale to 0 to 20, what's your strength?
My T-score is 19.
If you were given a number for your strength between 0, I'll say 1 and 20, what would the number be?
Right now, my strength is 19. My T-score is 19.
So you're asking me to pick him up, even though you can pick him up like a toothpick.
You could probably juggle Gorik and John, and definitely Heka if you had the dex for it.
I'm more concerned about carrying him safely.
Like seriously, any kind of pigs and castles would be absolutely boned if
hold on.
Mills was to throw.
Mill, you brought John, who's about the same size as Gorik, to the tavern by yourself. Gorik is a lot thinner than John is because he's sick. So you can get Gorik downstairs by yourself if you want John just to like watch you and make sure that nothing happens while
That's actually
him, then that's fine. But you are more than able to take this sickly gentleman downstairs and into a cart.
All right, carry him downstairs.
Mel, get him, or I will drop kick you out the second floor window.
The second story window, high, low, high, kick them out the window.
Yeah.
And
Been a good case. I carry him.
Amber's just eating her toast, just watching this.
Yeah, John and I do this quite a bit. You get used to it.
Mill.
I understand why y'all kick down doors now.
Mill. I know. I'm part of your group. Takes another bite of a toast.
I carry. What's the guy's name again?
Gorik. Gorek.
I carry Gorik downstairs.
you guys see me walk out going, but ask little lizards, I'm gonna
You're holding up a pinky. See, I'm helping.
So everybody watches as Mill walks out of the tavern with Gork in his hands. Sean behind him, and Amber just eating her breakfast behind John. You guys, by the time they come out, the wagon is in better condition. I'm able to put him in. Amber jumps in. And just kind of stays with Gorik, and you guys head out. You head out the same gate in the same direction as the pie peddler. This is the same gate that the pie peddler was heading towards. And you go to the camp. Nothing's in your way.
Keep an eye out of dire wolves.
Nothing appears. You do hear like. Roll me a perception check, actually. Roll me a perception.
Perception. I'm pretty decent at that. 7!
Good for you.
I'm currently changing music to the Symbolic Woods.
Alrighty, where's the... Oh god, I had to look for the music now.
I didn't even hit them. That roll went poorly. I didn't even hit the desk.
Alright. Mill, you don't notice anything. You rolled a 7.
More flashy.
Okay, perception +3. $17.
So
Nice,
8. So yeah,
nice.
the 13 plus 7. I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
That's the favorite kind of roll Gollum gets.
John, do you want to roll?
50, 20s.
Perception check?
Yeah, might as well. I was doing it. I might get lucky.
Hecka being super paranoid, watching out for dire wolves.
Not horrible.
Alright, what?
What did you roll, Mel? Because you don't actually, your rolls don't show up for me ever, so...
Oh, I rolled a 7. I'm using D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I don't see any of that, so just FYI. Bill, you hear the sound of the forest. You didn't roll high.
Creepy forest. Now that's a creepy forest.
Same forest you went through last time.
It's still creepy.
Mill and Crawford. What did you roll? 13. Okay. You hear... Okay, we're just gonna work up to the higher numbers. John,
Okay.
you hear the sound of the forest,
Mhm.
and you hear, like, things like... some, like, rustling bushes ever so often. But you can't really tell what it is. It's just every occasion sounds far further off in the forest.
So I can just for being followed. Okay.
Okay. So, Captain Crawford. You heard all that. But what's different from you guys is the whole trip there, you hear running at your pace. And You, Crawford, you specifically, you occasionally hear very quiet howling and barking. The wolves still kind of bark, so you do hear like animals communicating with each other. But nothing comes out of the woods, nothing jumps you. It's like, and
First trip out here.
I will say, Crawford, you being from here, a little weird. And it seems to be more of not them hunting you, they're keeping things away from you.
All right. Heck is gonna go over to Crawford. Go, say, okay, so you're the local. There's something running and keeping pace from us. I don't see where. After the direwolf incident, are we in danger? More so than normal, I mean.
John will slowly turn and go,
What?
really?
No, probably not. We got Avastani.
Would it be the wolves from that Voss lady? She be watching us?
Two, I think.
You have to chance it.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely not turning back. Heck is developing paranoia, especially after Durst's house.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
running along with us. Heck is like alarm bells.
I'm like John's like
let Crawford answer the question.
Oh shit!
He keeps trying to talk, and you guys keep talking over him.
Sorry, let me go ahead.
What all did you hear?
I think they may have heard. I don't know if they heard anything.
Okay. I don't think so. For one, we got a Vistani with us. That's usually a pretty good way of travel. Two, I think we may have an escort.
Is that normal? When
Crawford,
you've got a
to
Vistani
answer
in
this
tow?
question,
I think Strahd might be interested in what we're doing.
When it comes to the Vistani. Because usually nothing harms the Vistani.
Ooh, I'm gonna make an intelligence check. Oh, wait.
And you know that
wisdom check.
people of Barovia know that you do not mess with the Vistani. Bad things happen to you if you do.
That's been mentioned before. I know that.
Why Goric being attacked is weird.
It is. It is weird. It's like whatever's doing it isn't normally from here.
Okay, 30-20 on my own, just a little roleplay check.
Also, I will say, Vistani, not dead yet.
Heka's then gonna ask, okay, I know it would normally be a very bad idea, and probably still would be, but would Strahd have had answers? Or at least advice, considering that he still protects the Vistani?
That little protection order might not be very picky, but Strahd can be.
Because I know about you. If Strahd's anything like me, you harm one of my patients and I'll kick your ass. Actually, Heka wouldn't say kick your ass.
You harm one of my patients, and you have summoned the utmost wrath that I can provide. No, you've earned my ire and my wrath. There we go. So maybe
tries.
the Vistani, maybe the Vistani, or maybe Strahd acts the same way with the Vistani. You know, you hurt one of them, and he comes and he ruins your day.
As you say this,
Sort of.
you guys have traveled like about half a day, even before this conversation happens. You're pretty, by this perception and everything. You and this talk, you are almost at the camp. As you approach the camp, two wolves on each side of this road kind of not completely emerge, but kind of make themselves known, and they don't do anything. They don't actually like approach you, but they're watching you. They don't look like they're trying to stop you. They like kind of are emerged and kind of sit down. You're literally like maybe 100 yards from the camp. Like you're almost there, and they just kind of emerge and sit down.
Crawford, is this what was running along?
Probably. Sounded about that, right?
Oh, that's
Crawford,
not good.
with your dirty 20, you notice that one of the wolves on the right side of the road, their eyes are slightly different than the others. Like, they're not glowing, but it's kind of like this weird underglow things sometimes have. Like, you can noticeably tell something is different with that specific wolf's eyes compared to the others.
Who did we chat with last time?
Voss?
Vaughn?
Or Vaughn, I mean?
Wow.
What
I'm guessing
about?
this will be your doing, Miss Vaughn? With a little wave towards the odd wolf out. My guess is that's a sort of see-through familiar's eyes spell thing.
You can assume that, yeah. That is well within the realm of things, rumors, stuff going around that, at least Strahd-wise, not a lot of people talk about Vaughn, but people know Vaughn. But everyone knows that the wolves, bats, most of the creatures in the night here in that Strahd has little power over are the eyes and ears of Strahd. So it is more than your character. You would have that train of thought.
If this is Vaughn, or anyone else with Strahd, we are transporting a Vistani that has been afflicted with some kind of curse or attack. We can't figure out how to deal with it, so we've brought him to Baba Ava. Please let us through.
I mean, if you guys have stopped, I mean, they don't move at all. Like, when they
I basically
come out and
growl
they
at
sit down. They sit down and they're staring at you, but they're not
Are they blocking the way?
They're not.
No, they're on either side of the road. They're not.
There's two on each side that have barely, kind of emerged enough where you can see them, and they kind of set like sit down like a dog, like sat down.
Yeah,
And
Heka's just being
they're
paranoid.
just staring at you guys. Like they're not aggressive. They're just watching you.
I look back, and say, let's keep moving. If they start causing trouble,
we don't got no time.
they'll regret it. And as I say that, the insides of my mouth glow, like the embers inside my mouth glow.
Don't antagonize what might be,
Do you
fun.
look? Is there a specific wolf you're doing that to, or are you doing it to kind of all of them?
Brute, this might not be the best time to try to intimidate them if they're not attacking.
Fair enough. Let's keep going.
Well, if you do it to a specific one, its ears, it doesn't like get like I'm about to leap at you, but it does like have its ears back and it bares its teeth, but it doesn't look like it's about to pounce. It's more of like it's mad at you. It's pissed off.
I am here to help you, asshole. Why are you doing this?
Crawford, you also see Crawford specifically as you passing this one. The one with the weird eyes, it doesn't, like, the other three kind of get that their hair kind of stands up, and they're not going to attack, but they're really irritated, and they're growling because of what Mill did. The one that isn't, it's more of...
Sorry.
It's more of... It's weird because it's a wolf. It's not like a special wolf. The only special thing is its eyes. It looks more irritated.
You ever see a dog roll its eyes?
Sorry.
Like it kind of looks like it kind of bares its teeth just barely. Like the others definitely bare their teeth because they're angry. But this one just it's more subtly bares its teeth and looks really irritated.
If wolves can pinch their nose, just like
Sorry.
Sorry.
You pass these and you hear Crawford. All you now hearing this, you hear like kind of like when wolves talk to each other. They bark and they growl and like they howl, kind of like they're communicating with each other. And the one that's really you'll kind of turn and kind of watch as you're traveling, the one with the glowing eyes. Its eyes are still glowing, but it's like it's telling, like it looks like it's communicating with the others, and the others kind of communicate back. And the two on the left side of the road head west. You guys
considering the last time we
you
fought
guys
wolves.
continue. You fought dire.
Same thing.
You didn't fight
Joking.
normal wolves. So you guys get you get into the camp, and you're immediately met with the same Vistani woman that that led you to Baba Eva's tent. Like she approached you like she was waiting for you to show up. And other Vistani men also like are there with her and join her, and they literally am listening to the Curse of Strahd ambiance. Solvik Woods, and they're barking in the background or howling in the background. It's probably what you guys are hearing, which is about what you're hearing. The howling is getting louder in this area. After the two took off, the howling did get louder. But the Vistani, they're not even paying attention to the howling. Like,
yeah,
not even there. The woman comes up, tells you all that Baba Eva has been waiting for you. And she then tells the men to take Boric to one of the tents, which she does. They do. I can talk. Words are fine. Words are words are words. All right.
Word crimes.
Not like no.
Second from here it is. All right. You guys, there's less jovial here. At this moment, a lot of people are more serious. Their men help Goric out. They tell Amber to follow them, so Amber goes with them. And the woman that led you to Baba Eva tells you guys to follow her to Baba Eva's tent. And you're brought to the tent. Alright. You guys go into the tent. It's
that's the difference.
You guys go.
Excellent.
Baba Eva is sitting with they already had a tarot card reading and it's already flipped over.
Sorry we're late.
You were not late.
Just interrupt.
This is like an inverse Gandalf.
Which one?
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to, except for Baba Eva's a seer. So it's you are never late, nor are you early. You arrive precisely when I see you. See you too.
And the weird feeling of Baba Eva.
The feeling that she's not quite human.
Yeah, that same feeling of when you first met her. Definitely, same thing. Hasn't changed. She sits. She's still sitting, her hood over her face, shadow. You can't really see anything underneath the hood. Where you would think you would be able to see through, it's just black. Oh.
I got a feeling that if her speech was put into text, it would be in all caps, no quotation marks.
You are correct. Boric is close to death.
So what can we do about that?
Let's kill 3 that are doing this to him.
3?
Well, great. That's the size of a hat coven.
It is.
That's not good.
He's
Is that the only way?
I mean, you could
DLC.
barter with them,
You
but
could barter with them,
that
but
don't go too well.
I don't
for the
think there's
bartering.
anything you want to get rid of or give to them for them to stop. Or have anything that they want.
Is there
That you're
any way
willing to part
to?
with.
Is there any way to at least prevent his condition from worsening?
You are doing it.
And that is?
The lesser restoration plus protection of good and evil every so often is what Amber and
Ow! Damn it! I like.
If
Amber
we
and
got lucky,
yeah.
The
if we got lucky and dragged them away from them, that would do a
the
little better.
protection you place on Gorik is severing temporarily.
Unfortunately, it's only slowing it down. He's still getting worse.
Yes, he is still getting worse. The only reason why Strahd hasn't done anything is because there are individuals here that can help Gorik. He did keep your
So he
travel
expects
safe.
us to do his not dirty work, clean work.
That's what you call it.
Kind of weird to thinking about the possibility that the presumed, what's the term you used, Mill? Big bad?
Yes. That I did.
Kind of weird, you know, the potential of his unvoiced support. But whatever we can do to save Gorik's life, I do my best to make sure my patients don't die.
If you are you survived the House of Death, should be fine.
Echo looks at John for a second.
Barely.
Strahd likes to test his
Yep.
Toys.
yes, his new
So
toys.
Strahd
Not what I
knows
was
that it's-
going to say, but you are not that until you fail. So.
I will click the strap with my silver short sword. Keep it in the sheath though, but I'm gonna have it basically just in case.
What?
So
The
Better than the other Justin, you know, better than Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake. Justin Time is pretty good.
yeah.
he okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna.
I believe we're holding up your reading.
Give me a second.
Please continue.
I need to find reading.
The irony of the fact that I can understand actual Cajun accents better than yours is not lost upon me.
That just means I'm doing a really bad job.
Or you're just hitting like the right level for the auditory processing disorder to just go, yeah, no, we give up. Just another thing,
Okay, I
I'm
know.
much better at understanding really thick accents than medium ones. Of course, that's also what I grew up with, so. Not Cajun, extremely strong accents.
It'd be a lot easier to find this if I had my book with me.
Like seriously, mine and Nord's
Uh,
maternal
uh,
grandmother is German. She came over 60 years ago. She still sounds like she took a crash course in English and came over on a boat last week. It's really difficult for her and Nord to understand each other because Nord's got the pretty standard, basically autism speech impediment, and she's still sounds extremely German. So when they're on the phone, I have to translate between the two.
all right, let's see.
Our dad doesn't even hear the accent. He just notices it the next time he talks to someone other than her. He just notices the lack of accent.
Hold on. It's not a normal word. Um, Goodness. Me at all. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Actually, find what I'm looking for, and then I can go to the bathroom as well. So we'll be right back, guys. right, so we're back. Sorry about that. Found the information I needed, and I was able to. The you are so where we left off. You are talking to Baba Eva. Out of the out of her, she did a reading before you got here. There was a finished reading, and then she was looking at them. And she takes one of the cards and pushes it towards you. The group. You as a whole.
One of the Taraka cards, or
the Taroka cards, yes. She
Yeah.
Out of her reading, out of her reading, her Taroka reading, takes one of the cards and pushes it towards you. Well, like I said, group you. You all. Pushes it towards you all so you can see it.
Just so you know, you were gonna send me the card, the reading results, and I don't think you ever did. I'm not seeing in my notes.
Have it somewhere, and I will find it off stream and give it to you guys.
That's fine.
Because I think it's in a book. I don't have that. Yeah. Okay. He pushes a card. Befitting of the three. Charlotte's her. And she pushes it. She kind of turns it so you guys can see it. The charlatan. Catch the charlatan. The lonely mill. A precipice.
Could you say that louder, please?
Hold on, let me get my mic closer.
Past the charlatan is alone in the middle on a precipice.
Okay, so she pushes her head goes down as she pushes it towards you guys. It goes, fitting of what they are. The charlatans reside in a mill, a lonely mill on a precipice. You will find where they live there. Be warned, a coven is strong together.
Hmm.
You have a decision
Would you happen to
make.
know? Oh, sorry. You go on. Yeah.
You have a decision to make. You go as a full group, or do you leave your friend here to watch over Boric? It's up to you. But you will find them at a mill on a precipice. And she stops talking.
Are please excuse me if I sound rude. That is not my intention. Are you unable or unwilling to help him yourself? Again, I'm really sorry if that seems rude. I'm just asking because he's my patient.
They might not have the magics to do it.
And that's totally fine.
It's not that I am without magic. It is not what I am good at. One of my sisters probably would have helped. It's in her wheelhouse.
I take it she's not here, though.
No, she is not.
Is there any chance she's somewhere on the way in between here and that mill?
I do not know where she is. She wanders.
If we run into her, would she be willing to come help him if we say, hey, Gorik's over at Baba Ava's camp?
Well, that's wrong, man.
I do not know my sister's mindset when you meet her.
Okay. In that case,
The Vistani come to me because of my foreseeing ability. They follow me because of it. I and my sisters are not Vistani.
I get the feeling that you're older than the Vistani.
You would be right, little one. Me and my sisters are very old. Older than the land itself.
Out of curiosity, and this is just curiosity, are you, do you fall under the Vistani protection as well? Or do you all have to, do you and your sisters have to defend yourselves from Strahd all the time? If you don't want to answer, that's fine. Like I said, it is purely curiosity.
We don't need Strahd's protection.
Oh, yeah, I figured that.
We are...
There are a few beings around here that
We are older than... We are... Words are so hard. We are older than Strahd. We were here before they were a glint in their mother's eye.
there are a few things that can control the land too, not just Strahd.
If you're that old, I bet that most of the time you don't even need to use your seer powers to have good wisdom and insight into things. At some point, it's just pattern recognition.
You don't see it, but you know she's smiling, and it's creepy.
I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? I'm really sorry.
Do not worry.
The death house has made Hecka very skittish.
So, like I said, you have a choice. Go as a full group or leave one behind to help Gorik. Depending on your choice, depends on his condition if you come back.
Don't suppose you could give us a time frame for either choice, huh?
You have the location.
Alfred, do you know what mill she's talking about?
You feel her looking straight at you, Crawford. when she says you have the location, and you know, for some reason that was specifically directed at you. If you want to, you can roll a history. You only. To figure that out.
What about Mill? Maybe he knows where all mills are because of his name.
So.
Oh, that's good. That's a 19.
That is very good.
I'm not even that.
You
not
know,
even that good at history.
You know of a.
But I always get it.
Excuse me. You know of a. Gonna go over to the world. We're gonna zoom out. You know of. Oh, stop it.
Windmill, watermill.
You know of a mill that. Oh, okay.
Sawmill.
You know of a mill that resides west of the north side of the Luna River. From where you are.
That's not gonna be a hike.
It is like northwest-ish. You're on the map, right?
Yeah, I've got
It's
it open.
northwest of here.
I'm gonna ping it. It's right there. It's more west than northwest. Actually, it's more west than northwest from where you guys are.
Yep.
You would have to. Fastest way, you would be not on trails.
No, a lot of danger.
A lot of danger, but on the road, you would have to go through Valaki to get there.
Yeah.
But you can go straight there. There's just lots of forests and lots of open land. But you do know that you got here safely, so maybe it'd be less dangerous going straight forward. Or maybe more. You're not 100% sure. You guys got to make a decision. One decision: are you gonna take Amber with you or not? From what she says, there are people here that can help him not die going there, or you can leave her here.
So, good news, bad news. I know where we're going. Bad news.
I sense a big butt.
Yeah.
Like not MC Hammer.
Okay. Two bad
Sir
news,
Mix-a-Lot.
I guess. It's a hack, and we brought. Oh no, I can't remember his name.
Doric
Or
Eddie.
We brought Gore closer. To the coven. We brought him closer to it.
you also know it's a couple days away.
Yeah, it's a hack. He's gonna be a hack. The fast way.
The fast way is a couple days away. The long
He's
way
the
around, the safest way is, you would say probably a week or so.
Plus, we have to deal with Araki's little border control thing. And that forest, it's not good to be around.
So, in other words, damn it we do, damn it we don't.
Either way,
I hate that type of situation.
I would
Becca's
say
gonna kind of
okay, but
brush their finger against this charm that they wear around their neck. I can make it so that we're safer at night.
How?
This thing here lets me bring some home where the trees aren't so evil.
okay.
Crawford, you have no idea when he says trees are evil. These trees, look like they've always been.
Trees have evil. Where the trees have evil.
Regardless.
So far, we haven't seen any ents or anything, so there's nothing to make Hega assume the trees themselves are evil.
You
they are open to the possibility
specifically,
of it.
you've never
Probably
really.
after meeting the house.
You're surrounded by trees that look the way they do here, Brovia, for your whole life. So you really don't understand why he mentions evil with trees, so.
I mean, because there's dire wolves in the trees, and there's cannibals in the trees, and there's creepy pie sellers in the trees, and there's Steve, the accountant, in the trees. Steve knows what he did to be put on that list.
But this one gonna be your call, Doc. You don't want to know how long that Gora can last without
I
any
say,
help.
if we take the safe route, we leave Amber behind. If we take the quick route, then we bring Amber with us.
Do we have
Because
time to take the safe route?
Can he make it those 2 days? Only got to make it one way, because once we take down the coven, it'll be fine.
Do you mean take Amber on the short route and leave her on a longer route?
Yes.
Because you said the opposite.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm like, wait a second, what?
Haga's saying, bring her with us for the ride, especially because she's a druid in the woods. That'll be an extra bonus. I mean, yeah, she's a circle of wildfire, but some of those woods probably need to be burned.
What?
With prejudice.
What's your decision, everyone?
I don't suppose anybody has the sanctuary spell.
That is. Let me check. I might.
Why would you need sanctuary?
Because we
magic
leveled up
circle.
and we were taking care of Goric, and so for roleplay purposes, I pick spells that my character would find useful, not necessarily that I would find useful.
There's a defensive one that can last for a long rest. I know. Either magic circle or sanctuary.
In my spell book, I have.
I don't think you have third level spells yet, so you can't use
I
magic
get
circle.
third level spells next level. Yep. I was looking, I know for sure I was looking at it, but no, I don't have it because it's a third level spell.
What is it? What does
Unfortunately,
sanctuary
the
do?
best I could do is, protection from evil and good before we head out. I'm trying to learn a protection spell like that. I don't quite have the oomph to get it to work. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I've hiked through these woods. I can get us there quick and relatively painless.
Well, that's good enough for me. My vote then is the short route.
Same. I don't know. I don't know if he would have enough time for us to take the longer route, even with Amber watching over him.
Plus, if we take the long route, then I don't have to deal with the nagging feeling of going through Wallachia. Like, oh man, we could have taken Bismarck this entire time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, all right. Do you often have this like feeling of we could have done this entire time feeling? Just we're
I am constantly plagued by hindsight. Yes.
Good to know.
Should you do a
Usually what?
should you do a medicine check to make sure you can that Gore can last those days? Or?
Yeah, do you want an Arcana check or a medicine check or what?
Cassie, you don't need to. Okay.
Sassy's not making the check.
Two birds.
Miss Sassy climbed up the back of my head to get to the top of my headphones. Better not
A
poop on
purple
me.
crown.
So yeah, do a medicine check.
All right. So +5.
Dude, not cool.
Gross.
I'm supposing he wasn't helping that. I've actually got medicine.
From his state here, he should be fine. If you travel the shorter route. The longer route, you're not 100% sure, but thinking about it makes you a little uncomfortable, like you're pushing it.
Yeah, especially because he's been getting worse at night. And so the longer we're gone, the worse overall he's going to get.
Could I have offered help? I think we got it. I don't know.
It's
I didn't think about it when the roll was made, so I won't.
Wait, is that O or is that?
I gotta remember, medicine's one of my skills. So I should help.
Oh yeah, can he assist me to give me advantage?
Sure.
He's got.
Okay. Usually I won't, but it's fine. It's time.
It's fine now.
Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't offer it when we were rolling because I forgot I had medicine, so it wouldn't be fair.
Keep going, Mommy. Cuddles. All right.
So yeah, there's that's Hecka's vote is the short route.
I vote for short route.
Half decent chance that he'll be fine by the time we get there.
Yeah, the job I was done.
Yeah, we got a hunter, both monster and game, that's used to the woods. We've got a druid, and we've got a bird folk who's from not these woods, but woods in general.
I might have given you the wrong location. Well, being the wrong location. Give me a second.
Oh, if that happens, yeah.
It's not that it's like it is closer, but it still would take several days to get there. If it's the one I think of.
I'm zoomed
This
out.
little one here, or
Okay, so it is not the one I pinged. It's this one right here.
Huh?
But it's still several days.
and
So from where you are, let me...
might have to leave Eddie here. I don't think we can get there with
I don't want you... you can...
quick without having 2 trucks through a river.
Though I should note that if we're going the shorter route with Amber, we're gonna go back, grab Amber, and go on our way.
Amber literally
Amber's
came with you.
us.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, if we got over here, right? So that means okay. And I'll get to the
Yeah,
get to the bridge
so
before the road.
if you go straight across, if like you follow the road, I'm gonna
over, and
let
then
you
we
guys see
can-
it. I will say, because it's a half a day, you've already traveled half a day. If you go across it and go straight there, I'd say the miles is wrong. It's not actually 4 miles. It is longer than 4 miles.
Yeah, I remember you saying at the beginning that you were increasing the distance between.
Hey! Ow!
Ooh, ow, ooh.
Don't step up.
saying it's just
You leave your brother alone.
Yeah.
Stop being a bully.
one.
It's still quicker if not to it's still quicker to go over the bridge and then straight to it instead of following the road.
Over the bridge and through the woods to this weird mill we go.
I will say, because Brovia is bigger than what the map says, taking the winding roads will like double the length instead of going
I always feel
straight.
like people who make the maps in the cities for D&D severely underestimate how big places actually are and how populated places are.
Yeah, like I said,
Oh, yeah,
it's not
like
4 miles from where you are,
Yeah.
but I will say
Same
it's
distance as hiking to the town.
a lot shorter going to the bone grinder. And I will say, Crawford, you know that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's called bone grinder, the old bone grinder mill.
We may find our little pie friend.
Taking the road will double the travel time. It will take about a day and a half going straight there, about 2 or 3 days following the road because of all the winding uphills, downhills, twists and turns that the road does go.
Generally, your speed's decreased anyway.
Yep.
That means that the road is a shit ton longer.
Are you doing your 2 cents, Percy?
So
Huh?
Yeah, I can get us there real quick.
Hey, Percy.
Hi, Percy.
I just noticed your shirt, Wolf. That's freaking great. I love it.
Percy, you're so camera shy.
What's it saying
Yeah,
all the way?
Percy's
Sassy?
camera shy until I say I'm going to play the Raven Folk, and then Percy's like,
Percy, be careful where you are. I don't want you to lose a toe too.
Oh yeah, didn't was it Gizmo that just lost a toe a few weeks ago, or was it?
It was Molly that lost a toe, and that was a couple months ago.
Oh, months. I'm at home as and a cripple. You know, might as well have been 17 years ago.
Anyway, do you guys go the short route was decided?
Sure.
Short route, yes.
Okay. Are we having fun there, Percy? Thank you. I don't need your tail feathers in my face. All right. You're taking Amber with you?
Yes.
Because we think we can get away with that.
All right. So,
It's basically anything that helps us get through the woods faster. While also because since he's getting worse every day or every night,
he
anything that'll
has
get us
gotten better. You do feel that you guys, if you take the short route instead of following the road, he should be fine.
As long as the closer proximity is.
Yeah, as long as the shortcut doesn't actually take us longer.
If I roll well on the survival check, it shouldn't.
All right. You. Are we gonna go in Mama's shirt? Ow! What was that for? Rude.
They're in the mood.
No, I want to be a pirate parrot.
Rude.
Yeah, they're in the mood today.
Yes, yes. Oh, now you want to go now?
Are you being a bastard coated bastard with bastard filling?
You go in there? You can go in there. No? Okay. Alright. Either Crawford can do survival or or Amber can.
I've got 7.
I've also got survival at +5, but
Amber has a +6, so whatever
Yeah,
you guys
I
want
got
to do.
+7.
Alright, then roll for it.
You use help though.
Would you like some help? Alright,
yeah,
I can help you.
tell me you do better.
Just hoping I can get it on to stay on the table. Okay, not this one. How do you set advantage?
I don't know the sentence for advantage. Just roll a d20 twice. The advanced roller.
Woo!
Alright, 19.
Nice.
Alright, Sassy, you be nice. You
Oh, sure.
bully.
Now it stays on the table and rolls a really good number.
Well, we're taking 19. So,
Yeah, I know.
you
I gave
follow
up
the
on it.
road.
That was just.
You
that was
guys, you guys get right here.
That hill.
Like, it's more of like between the hill and in the forest before it gets
Where did you
darker. Right
Up down the
here.
hill.
Ah, okay.
Half a day. Not bad progress.
Hold on, give me a quick second. Being weird.
It's me.
Unfortunately, you go over the Tarask's territory.
Why is that? Okay,
Ah!
whatever.
Got a really new character.
Fortunately,
All right.
Strahd killed that thing
You
4 days
guys,
ago.
it is time to camp for the night right next to the forest.
Oh, great.
What do you guys want to
This is what I-
do?
This is when I get to use one of my favorite items that my character has.
That's going to
So
use it all.
Heka holds onto the charm
Hey,
around
hey,
her
hey,
neck
hey.
and says,
We do have
Step
to
up.
get food first.
Step up.
"Oh yeah, I mean we've got rations."
Step up.
Crawford wouldn't let that slide though.
Okay, well then let's hunt and then I'll do the thing.
Oh,
Sure.
you guys. We'll just for now. We'll just say, Crawford, you have stuff you make.
Okay. We can go ahead and do your thing. I'll do-
All right.
Yeah, you
So-
do your thing as you set up for tonight.
So Heka's gonna hold on to just grasp the charm around their neck and say, "There's no place like home."
You sure it's not red of rubies?
What?
Stop.
Ruby,
Mill.
ruby
Mill,
sandal.
stop.
No, stop.
Yes.
I'm saying this out of character. I'm
I
saying this out
made
of character.
I
I made
know.
the command
Yeah.
with a reference to Wizard of Oz.
Ruby slippers. There you go.
And then they kind of plant it in the dirt and say, "Everyone, get around."
Amber goes straight next to. Yeah, like she's done this 100 times. Hey,
Okay.
So yeah, no, everyone needs to get around.
No good.
Okay, yeah.
And this little charm,
This is your nice
it's a sphere of intricate metal branches interwoven like a nest. It kind of looks like a tumbleweed. But it unfolds to a diameter of 30 feet of interwoven branches. And then once it reaches full size, it Totoros itself up. As a silvery magical tree grows beneath it, lifting us 50 feet in the air. This lasts for the next 8 hours.
Good thinking, Doc.
I'm glad I brought it. Sometimes you don't trust the woods and need to bring your own.
Do you ever have these kind of woods where you came from? Strange question, I know.
There's there can be monsters in the woods where I'm from, yes. But
Okay.
also, the nice thing is, this doesn't catch fire.
Ooh, nice. All I got me were these pair of boots that can make it easy for me to get the draw on enemies.
definitely found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I thought those boots were just good for kicking down doors I just knocked on.
Oh no, Amber, that comment comes right after the it doesn't catch on fire, and she goes, found that out the hard way.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, because of the Humblewood setting and the weird, possibly sentient fire that's burning through the land. Yeah.
Also, she's a fire druid.
Oh yeah, there's that. You know, I assume that the easy way would be okay. I almost called him Calcifer. Her familiar, little elemental familiar.
What did
Is
we
it
name it?
Calcifer?
No, it's
I've
not
been naming
Calcifer.
Minecraft cats that though for a very long time.
I think it's Ember, something like that.
Okay,
Amber,
that's fine.
her name's Amber. I can't remember
I
its
want you to
name.
understand. One of my best friends, her birth name is Amber. She goes by her middle name Dawn. And her eldest kid is named Ember. So if the elemental's named Ember, I'm
Oh,
gonna
hold
find
on.
that really amusing.
Flare.
Flare. Okay.
Yeah, she
The
named
other
it
funny
Flare.
thing is, her character is a were-cougar, were-panther, whatever. And their material weakness, as opposed to silver, is amber. It's also catnip for some reason. That's their plant weakness. So yeah. Yeah, I figured,
Anyway.
the easy way we found out is that flare doesn't affect, can easily stretch out, do whatever without risking damage to the thing. The hard way is we're gonna burn to death in this fire. Let's see if this works. Poof.
No, it's more of like she accidentally set the area she was in on fire, and nothing happened to the tree. Like, accidentally set things on fire.
At least that fire wasn't trying to kill us.
Yeah.
God, with the new Humblewood book that's coming out, I wonder how much of the stuff that I've made up is going to be incorrect.
So, who's taking? Are you guys doing watch, or are you just sleeping in a tree? Or things can totally not climb down?
Do you think we should still take watch just in case?
Good food.
Heck is probably going to take first watch because again, Heck is developing paranoia. Heck at this point has hypervigilance. And so Hecka would definitely be taking it, or at least first watch, because I don't think they'd feel safe enough even in this thing to be able to sleep for a bit.
That's not right.
Is anyone opposed to a good roast?
Comedy Central roast or food roast?
Food. Because
I suggest Mill.
Very funny.
I don't know if Heck is like vegan or something.
Oh, roast would be great. I assume a roast would be in the morning though, because roasts take hours.
Right. So that's for later.
I mean, you also could have just brought some.
I would have like maybe salted meat from the hunting.
Salted pork?
Something that'll last forever. Apparently.
Oh, you have wild spam?
All right. So Hecka, you take first watch. Can you please roll me a perception check?
Oh, huzzah! I'm not trained in that. No, I can't give you perception check. I can't even see the tree we're in. The fake tree we're in.
Oh, it's the wrong way.
I apologize in advance to everyone.
If we get jumped, I'm blaming you.
Or Heck of
what,
hypervigilance is looking at the wrong stuff.
Hecka, you see nothing. You rolled a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you see nothing.
Oh.
Stop it. No. Not over there.
the hell?
Sorry.
You're in a mood.
He was over. I have tubing over here with my insulin in it, and I didn't want him chewing on the tubing, so it made him go to the other side.
Ooh.
So, who's second? Nothing bad happens, but Heka sees nothing.
I'm too busy looking at the trees.
John goes, okay, John, roll disadvantage. Because you're a human and it's dark outside.
Oh, that's easy for choosing helmet. A reddish human.
Dancing lights last.
Better than you.
Yeah. I should be quiet.
All right, Sassy. The tubing's on the outside. You can go whatever where you want. Okay. What? Second. All right. Go ahead. 11. I mean, you see rustling.
The treetops, 40 feet below us.
Yeah. Okay. You hear a lot of wrestling, even with an 11.
I'm sorry, the whichever bird it was that just did the,
No, some of my rolls were very low. Super low.
No, but there was one of the birds in the background did the stereotypical or the classic. I'm not going to whistle it because over the mic that it's being really shrill and painful. But the woo woo, the whistle, the wolf whistle. There we go.
Yeah.
Wolf whistle. Yeah.
That would be Gizmo. So I will say, you hear howling, you hear rustling. It's kind of hard to see things. All right. So, nothing attacks you, nothing climbs up in the tree, nothing that you've noticed. Who's next?
I'm gonna do it.
Who's got dark vision?
I do.
All right.
Dragonborn.
Only up to 60 feet, though.
Yes.
That's only up to 60 feet. Might as well not have it then. We're 50 feet up. Unless something's coming at us through the tops of the trees.
I still want you to roll a perception check.
All right, that will be me.
Yes, I need you to tell me what it is because I can't see any of your rolls.
Would it be better if I screen share?
No, that would mess up my layout. I just need you to tell me.
All right, fair enough.
Roll 20, or roll on roll 20.
9.
Okay. Well,
he rolled a 9 and he saw 9.
You definitely heard rustling below you.
Why do I get a feeling that this
Is nobody doing any good?
this is going to lead to an ambush?
No one is doing really great. Nothing jumps you. I think it's funny because I know something you don't, and no one's rolling high enough. So there's that.
An Amber roll?
I think Amber's asleep.
Amber can roll. Yeah, she can roll she can be up with Crawford.
I got Just dancing. I don't think dancing lights has enough light to make it.
No,
not
you'll have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Good thinking, though.
Wait, what's the range of dancing light?
What's it? 4 10-foot orbs of light. The orbs aren't 10
All right,
feet.
Crawford, you need to roll disadvantage, please.
Human.
But Daisy chain it down all the way, but not well enough.
You see these there, Percy, that you want? Those are just paintbrushes.
Rolls 2 nat 20s. What was that, Mr. Dark Vision?
Right now, John's still pace. I think didn't John do better with this?
Yeah,
John-
John did better than I did.
Yeah, everyone.
With both
I
of
did
you.
better than you. Barely, though.
16.
He
That
barely
hardly do
did better than both Heka and Mill.
Wait, I need to pick like a number and like.
Look what I have. I have a
15.
cockatiel in the
Of
box.
course.
Whoa, what the heck?
17.
See what I mean? This is what you get for mocking the human.
All right, so
The ones that should have had a better job didn't.
Mill, you go back to sleep. Amber does see it first. And then you see it, Crawford, sitting on a branch, or like on the kind of the edge of this nest thing.
It's on my nest?
Is
No!
someone that just joined your group,
Oh, it's the vampire
and
chick that we
she's
left behind.
smiling and goes, "Man, if it was someone else, you guys would be dead right now."
You know what's really annoying? I actually thought about, wait, we're leaving her behind, and then we went on bathroom break, and I forgot to bring it up after we came back.
Well, she was waiting outside, and she was like, "They're leaving without me. I'll follow them." "Oh, Vistani, I'll stay out of the Vistani camp." And continues following you without saying a word.
Oh, it was,
And just climbs up
I'm
the
annoyed that I-
tree. Just climbs up the tree and just waits there to see if anybody notices her. And no one did. You all rolled so low.
Except for Crawford.
Crawford. So
If it was an actual
the
vampire, they
reason
would've
why
put
I
it in
said
the face.
Amber sees her first is because her total was 21.
I'm so annoyed with myself because I forgot.
We all forgot about it.
She just kind of like this, sitting.
I remembered
Sitting
it first,
on the
and
nest, just like watching everybody eat, and just like she didn't really calm down. She kind of like everybody kind of settled down and like went to sleep, and she just watched Heka like paranoid watch out, and like something was there, and she's like, yeah, like
want some stuff? Sorry.
All right.
if I was something else, you'd all be dead.
what's the
Probably.
Barovian equivalent of if it was a snake, it would have bit me?
If it was a vampire?
If it was a vampire,
If
it
it
would
was
have
a
been her.
vampire,
But
it would've been her.
she's also a vampire, so
If I was a vampire.
you guys
Oh my God.
you guys really need to get better at this, because there are other spawns here in Barovia, so
Oh,
I mean-
is it still just Crawford and Amber awake, or at this point?
oh yeah, it's just still Crawford and Amber. Amber
Okay.
is just kind of face palming and being like, "Ugh." Crawford,
Yeah,
if you want to say anything, you can.
You want
inevitably this is
some
going to turn into
stuff?
Evil Dead in terms of comedy.
I could eat back up for you.
Oh, I had dinner already.
Okay.
Neat. How was it?
You're asleep.
Bloody.
I know I'm asleep. I'm just making it like neat. That's why I said neat. Who was it?
So in the morning, everybody wakes up. Mill, Hecka, and John. You wake up to Crawford, Amber, and Sash.
And
I
Crawford's
blink.
making pancakes.
She's not eating anything because she's vampire, but everybody else is eating.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. We left you outside and forgot. I'm sorry. I got focused with the patient, Gorak. I'm sorry. After all that talk of how we were going to help, we left you outside. I'm so sorry.
No, I saw you leave.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah, but we didn't come get you, and I feel bad.
I was.
You're not any less important than anyone else that needs help. I want you to understand.
Okay, Hecka. You need
I
to
just like the blank.
calm down, Hecka.
I just like stare blankly at Hecka.
Also, you need to calm down in all facets. You were freaking out last night.
I was looking so hard at the trees around the camp that I didn't think to
missed her.
That I didn't think to look on my tree.
Yeah, no, you're like.
There's something in the other trees. Yeah, there's something in this tree too.
And this anime, a big spread up behind John's head right down the road.
Hecka,
Oh lord.
John, Mill, y'all missed me. I was sitting right here, like. And she points to like the edge of this nest thing. I was just sitting right over there.
That explains the rustling.
Also,
that wrestling wasn't me.
At some point in this conversation, the branches are going to start moving.
Whoa.
It only lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Should we?
It's safe for us to be in it. It won't close in on us. It's just lowering now.
Oh, okay. I was half worried that we might fall.
Literally,
but that would be pretty stupid.
Yeah, if you're lucky that I would say Sash is talking through the lowering. She's not fazed by this at all. Like she could stand upside down if she wanted to.
Anyway, whatever this thing does, it's probably better than the basement she was locked in.
She literally walked up the tree. She's a vampire.
Oh, vampires!
Wait, did anyone tell Hecka that vampires can walk up?
No,
walls and stuff.
You also wouldn't. You wouldn't know
I
how
had a big conversation with her about all her powers.
In all honesty,
that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw her walk up. I think the wall or something. Like she's like, I can do this.
That's right. Yeah, and Hecka interviewed her about what kind of abilities she and other vampires have.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, she didn't know what a master did. Like she.
Oh yeah, but like just general run-of-the-mill vampires. So yeah, that reminder that she just walked up the tree, Hecka's gonna go, oh no. That's.
Yeah, other vampires can do that.
I need to figure out how to stop that.
I mean, there's a lot of things that can climb into a tree here in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but like Hecka knows how to look out for, or supposedly knows how to look out for things that can climb a tree normally.
Should we?
That's why I said, yeah, that's why I modified to say, should know, or whatever the modifier said was, but no, like Hecka wouldn't think to look out for things that can literally walk it like they're Spider-Man.
So, how's it hanging?
Really?
Real?
I think you're a little late on that joke, my friend.
Yeah, no, I walked up the street like right after it sprouted up and you guys went to bed. That could miss me.
Yeah.
But he was like panicking the whole time. John didn't do much better. Or you, Mel. But I will say I wasn't the rustling. That was wolves. Strahd's wolves specifically.
Oh, great.
Are they? Were you able to tell if they were hostile? Because you saw the wolves that were practically escorting us earlier.
Yeah, there was a huge pack escorting you.
Yeah, I heard them. Didn't know what it was until they showed up.
I can tell you right now, Mill, stupid.
Yeah.
There was more than just the 4 that came out. It was a huge pack. So
I'm surprised no one made it
do that again.
Which wolves only tell the truth and which ones only lie.
Strahd isn't very happy with the
Coven?
Yes, the coven that is torturing of Vistani.
Yeah. I figured it was as much.
You got
That's
it
why I
warm.
asked.
The quicker way that everybody decided, I figured, because we kind of went off the beaten path to where they are. It's not going to be completely safe, but it's going to be safer.
Not safer than usual.
Safer than usual, yes.
You don't have to worry about 30 wolves coming and attacking at once.
No. That's only if you piss them off more. She looks at Mel.
Mill.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
I would stop. My advice: stop provoking Strahd's people and things until you can actually do something about him.
Yeah.
So at this point, I don't think we can even take them on. I think it's run away and mostly survive.
That's about everybody living here, except for people that come from Crawford's village.
I don't think I'm outrunning any wolves.
They do tend to run towards the things that people run and avoid. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yeah. So all interest right now aligns with Strahd's.
Yeah, I did admit I have a bit of a temper. I think about it.
Yes.
No kidding.
I will say, if y'all die, the coven isn't long for this world anyway. So whether you succeed or die, they'll be dealt with.
Yeah.
I assume though, if we deal with them, then Gorik will survive. If we don't,
no, Gorik will survive. Because he's a Vistani.
Just if we don't take care of it, we are not gonna be very popular.
Well, if you don't deal with it, he's in worse condition by the time it's dealt with.
Yeah.
Like, he'll still survive because he's a Vistani, and Strahd, I can tell you right now, is very mad.
No, I'm saying if we don't...
He's letting you deal with it first.
If we ignore it,
yes,
we might not be very popular.
I guess.
That's generous.
That you like loot. We might find loot, but I guess it's not bad to be. It's not too bad to be in some good graces with him.
Yes. That is
Mm.
that's true. I mean, most places try to keep in his good graces.
How
But
long?
then
Keep
there
that
are
up.
people that makes bad decisions and pay for it. Anyway,
I
Yeah.
imagine on his case.
yes, I'm talking about my own case. So we should probably get going.
Oh, everybody makes a dumb decision every once in a while.
Pekka turns to Mill and John, but most of the Mill. Some of us more often than that.
Okay, let's
I
get
point the
going.
mail. I point the mail when she does that.
Let's go. And she walks off. You guys can mingle with yourself.
No, I'm going too.
We,
I'm gonna get off too. So
Crawford's handed out plates of pancakes already.
You guys
No.
eat and walk at the same time, I'm assuming.
Pancakes.
And you guys can see off in the distance a decrepit, falling apart mill on top of a precipice. And that's what we'll end it here today.
Ooh.
Actually, hold on. You're fine. You get there.
3 hours.
You get there without anything stopping you.
That is not the same thing as without incident. That is.
Without incident. I rolled a dice that was almost an incident. So,
Ooh.
luck was on your side, guys. We will end it here.
That's fine. Thank you.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are going to raid, if I can get anything working. Percy, don't push it. That's why your brother does that. Stop trying to eat his food. He's like, but Mom, I want to share food with him. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. My brain got sidetracked by burbs. Burbs. Okay, we will be rating. Percy, I mean it. I wouldn't do that. Learn from your mistakes. All right.
Percy, I make no mistakes to learn from.
Anyway, we will be rating Captain Robert. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. We will be back hopefully next week for what, this is episode 14. It's next week. Thank you guys again so much. We will see you all later. And remember to be safe and protect the ones that can't. We love you all. See you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.